Hey folks, Zach here, and today we're going to start our Stellaris Let's Play, which I'm really excited about. This is a fantastic game, one of my all-time favorites, except I'm not terribly good. I've never seen a win screen, so I'm hoping we can change that with this Let's Play. This is an incredibly deep game, and I've thought really hard about how exactly to go into a Let's Play for this game, and I think what I'm going to do is just explain things as we go, instead of doing like a whole breakdown on what the hell Stellaris is and yada yada yada. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to select our empire, which I have already made. We are going to be the Enlightened Birdmen Directorate. So we are going to be really pompous, science driven, potentially slave owning, which I don't know if we're going to end up there or not, but anyway, we are a fanatic, materialist, authoritarian government that also is a technocracy and has efficient bureaucracy, which I will butcher as we go on. So what does this mean? This means that being a fanatic materialist, we have to have we can't outlaw robot workers. So I thought that really fit into kind of the pompous, smarty pants that the Birdmen are. Excuse me. But we get research speed increase. That's a huge component to why fanatic materialist is so intriguing. And the tag team in the government is authoritarian. So they monthly influence is huge, but it allows us to enslave aliens if we want to. So again, if we think that there's we encounter another race of aliens out there that we're like, yeah, we're way better than them, boom, they're going to be working for us. The technocracy basically means that I like the last sentence here. The personal whims of an ignorant and dangerously unqualified political elite must not be allowed to interfere. Timely, if you're in America, but it's pretty cool too, because it does fit into the lore. They're just kind of smarty pants, and it also takes some of the administrator jobs and makes them science directors and researchers. Produce some unity, so it's good. And then the efficient bureaucracy, again, fits into the role play of the whole thing, where they are just super smart interstellar beings, and boom, everything works right, gives us 20 administrative capacity. We are an oligarchy, which means our elections will be held every 20 years. So that might be the length of these videos, I'm not really sure. We'll get there. And then our traits, which is always fun. We are intelligent because we want our research increases as quick as possible. So we're going to get 10% to engineering, physics, and society research from the word go, which is great. We're going to get 25%, 25% leadership gain, which is good. We're not adaptive, so what this means is it's going to be a little harder for us to basically take over planets and be able to live there happily, but we can maybe adjust that as time goes on, and we're going to give our leaders a level cap of +1 with the talented trait. So this is us, and we're going to jump right into it. So I'm going to quickly go through these settings real fast. We'll just do a medium, just to see how things go. AI empires, let's maybe we'll do 5. No advanced starts, that sucks. I'm turning fallen empires off. What they are like really, really advanced. And in the past, what's happened is I've run into these guys early, and then there's just a moment where they just destroy me as time goes on. So we just want to make sure everything else is good. Yeah, so it just kind of sucks because they don't get any more advanced. They just start off really advanced. So it's just always a bummer. I like to kind of keep it like we're all going in the same preparedness, and we just have to make really good decisions. Okay. In the eons since the first primitive Enlightened Birdmen communities took shape in the dense jungles of the Nest, which is our home planet, our civilization has spread and prospered. Through scientific progress, we have managed to stamp out the superstitions that ruled the minds of our ancestors. As reason and rational thought spread among our people, the insufficient nation-states that we had until then organized ourselves into were disbanded, and a council of our most accomplished scientists were gathered to rule in their stead. That was a really weird sentence, the one before that. Sorry about that. Just kind of struggled through it.
Okay, take off your blindfold and listen to what I'm saying.
Okay. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Enlightened Birdmen Directorate have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. So what this is saying is, like, we basically, for the first time in our civilization, are going to be able to venture outside of our home system. So it's pretty cool. Okay, let's jump in. So here we are. This is Stellaris. This is kind of the bread and butter of the game. So this is our home system. I forget what I named it. Oh, that's not good. Aspra. So yeah, so anyway, I'll zoom back in there in a second. And like I said, I'm just gonna kind of start playing, and we'll work through what I'm doing as we go, but it's just, this is a really dense game, and instead of going around the entire screen trying to explain what everything is, we'll just, we'll tackle it head on as we come to it. So yep, so this is the whole galaxy that we're gonna be playing in. So there are 5 other AI empires out there, and also some like pirate ones, or whatever they're called. They're new to the latest DLC for the console edition, so I really don't know anything about them, since this is like legit my first full playthrough since I downloaded the DLC pack 2. So I've got 1 and 2. Okay, so here we are. So we got the nest. She's looking pretty good. This is where all of our folks live. Right now we got 24 pops. You can tell that by up here. 24 total pops. So they're on the planet, the nest. Click in here. We can have a look. It's a tropical world. 20 slots, which is good for building. There's some things on the right hand side, don't worry about that. And yeah, this is basically our surface, and we'll touch base on this shortly, but not right now, because we don't really have anything to do there. The big thing that we need to focus on at the moment is, if you see across the bottom there, there's some indicators that we need to choose some research. So let's pop in here. So we've got our 3 scientists working for physics department, the society department, and the engineering. They each have traits, which again we'll kind of tackle as this goes on. So this one is he's got adaptable, so gets a leadership boost. Maniacal research speed, which is awesome. That's what we want. Research speed for industry, which is basically maniacal, but it's better and specific to engineering. But he's locked into the engineering, so we got a good sign. All 3 of these scientists are working where they should. So physics, jump in here, see what we got. We can do fusion power, which is mainly for ships and things like that, which early game I don't tend to focus too much on. The military strength, so we're just going to skip that for now. Global energy management, so this has an edict and energy grid, that's right, yeah. So the edict's great, and energy grid's good too, but nothing compares early game to research speed, so we're going to go with administrative AI. So that's going to help us all the way around with research speed. Society, genome mapping, which helps with pop growth speed. The hydroponics farm, which is going to boost food production, which obviously our pops need, our people living on the planets. And biodiversity studies, which again, like I was saying before, society research from researchers. Early game, we can't skip that. That is just too good. Down here to engineering. Again, 3 good ones. Actually, I take that back. So we got 2 military-based ones, coiled guns, which is obviously something we can tack on some ships, and so are the carrier operations. So this is something we can chuck onto star bases and stuff, which we don't need to mess with that quite yet. We're going to go with powered exoskeletons, and basically what this does is it straps our miners to be able to get more minerals, and it also helps our army damage too, which is something we hopefully won't need to worry too much about for a few years. Okay, with that, I am going to zoom out. We've got that set up, and as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, it's still the year 2200. We haven't messed with that yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to now, one of the first things you want to do before you get anything going is kind of just get set up. So we'll have a look around. Where we're positioned is actually pretty good. I like to be either on the inside or like up against some place where hyperlanes can't come and you're not getting screwed from every direction. So the first place we're going to actually go, we're going to send our science ship Plume of Silver straight out to this place. We're going to tell him to survey the system, and with that, I'm going to start time just so we can get this going. We don't actually have enough money to do anything cool yet, so we're just kind of letting this guy go out and research. The But the reason why I'm going to this star system first is because it's our choke point, and we'll probably just snag that as soon as we have the funds to do so. Just as kind of like a fail-safe, but then we're gonna get another science ship up and running as well, so that'll allow us to kind of tag these other ones at our convenience. But yeah, we'll start off there. I've sped up time to the fastest, mainly because these early years are just so slow. So speed that up, but as we continue the Let's Play, I'll probably be on medium speed just because it's a bit more manageable as we get more spaceships out and about, and research ships and science ships and things. Cool. Okay, the discovery of alien life. The ISS Viewing Eye, that's our science ship, has made a startling find on Roglia 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on the nest. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believe that we are alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Roglia 3 are sapient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out here. So we got 150 society research from that. Very good, and that's basically just showing that like we found a planet. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So this planet has life on it, or can sustain life. Okay. Contact report simple forms of life. The Enlightened Birdmen Directorate is abuzz with news of the alien organisms discovered by the ISS Viewing Eye some time ago. While far from intelligent, there is life out there. Intriguing. Okay, I'm actually going to throw a pause on here real quick so we can, or maybe what I'll do is I'll just slow it down. Start time up again. There we go. Yeah, okay. So once he scans this, the science ship, as you can see, he's scanning the planet. So he's going to go around here. If we select him, we'll see his route. Yep, he's going to bounce all around this galaxy here, or this system, and scan it and give us information. So whether or not there's any resources we can take from here if we capture it, which we absolutely are going to capture it. So one of the things is our folks are not that habitable. So we're going to run into some issues, I think, at a certain point. But it looks like Euroglia 3 is a 60% habitability, but it has hazardous weather, which is going to make it a little bit more trying. However, we do get bonus energy from jobs, so we'll see. Not going to worry too much about that right now. What we are going to do, though, is while he's out doing that, we're going to kind of focus back on our home system. And with our construction ship, there are, if you see across the bottom of Ospera, there's like an energy, a diamond, which is minerals, a physics, and an engineering, numbers and symbols, whatever. So what these are things available in this system that we can take advantage of. So what we want to do is have our construction ship build the necessary things to extract these resources. So we're first going to start with the research stations, and that's all we have money for at the moment. Unfortunately, we don't have enough minerals to do that. But zooming in, you'll see, now he's going to bounce around. He's going to first build the physics research stuff. So I think he's more or less just building like little extractors, like something, I don't know. Anyway, then he's going to bounce over to the engineering. But eventually, once we get some more resources here, we need about 70 more, we're going to take advantage of some of the currency-based things. So over here at Krot, we've got some energy credits, so we can put a mining base there, as well as Birabit. We have 2 minerals we can extract from that as well. So that's just a matter of progressing through time. As you can see, we're almost in November. Whoops, okay. And we've got this one in particular, I only know this from the picture at the top. It's kind of like a long form quest that you're randomly given. So it's the precursors, the Ute event. So let's have a read. So the Ute Empire. We have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Euroglia Va. Our scientists think they inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago based on the age of the artifacts. The aliens called themselves the Ute and appear to have been very large and flat arthropod analogs. Okay. It seems a single individual could reach a length of nearly 100 meters as an adult, and it was apparently exceedingly rare for more than 2 or 3 Ute to travel aboard the same starship. Okay, that's sweet. Interesting. So they're basically like
situation log updated.
worm people? Huh. Well, I think what we'll do with that, it's a good time to kind of cut off. I know this is more of an introduction than anything. That's why I'm a little hesitant to have this video run too long, but I thought we'd maybe run into the first year. Oh, we still don't have enough money to build that. Man, it's such a slow go. Forgot how slow the beginning is. So I'm going to kind of just wrap it up here, I think. We'll let the last... Oh, I spoke too soon. Contact report. Remnants. Intelligent life taunts with pointed absence. Reads a popular Newsnet post on The Nest. So that must be our Fox News. The people of the Enlightened Birdmen Directorate apparently finding some humor in the fact that the lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude us? Potential equals from... That doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe I'm just an idiot. Science Officer Plume of Silver reports that on the traces found in Uraglia vase seemingly only add an ironic twist to the situation. Okay, so we are being quite pompous. And here we go. We've got a habitable world survey, so they must have hit that Uraglia 3. Let's see. We now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to the Nest. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encountered are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. So we can say a commendable initiative, or we have more important matters to focus on. Commendable initiative. Cool.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, right. It's moving right along. So he's still out there surveying. So again, early game's a little slow. We'll pause this right at the end of September, call it good, and hopefully really start expanding in the next episode. Less about the beginning tutorial stuff and more about, oh man, I slowed it way down. I thought I was going faster. More about the actual gameplay. So with that, hit pause. Oh, perfectly timed pause too. Look at that. You love to see it. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Feel free to leave some comments down below. Again, early gameplay is pretty boring stuff, but we'll definitely get there. We'll see how the Enlightened Birdmen go. I'm digging their pompousness, being assholes. It's good. All right. Cheers.